Sorry about that. I was sorry if the microphone's a bit loud right now. I was just making the cup. See, I thought I'd start the stream and let it get all connected up and have people ready for when I returned. Okay. How are you doing? First of all, it's nice to see people here and stuff. And I hope your weekend's going great. Sorry if I'm if I sound a little quiet. I'm it's pretty late at night. It's nearly midnight, and people are sleeping, so I'm talking a bit quieter at the moment. Is everyone hearing it okay? Are you hearing me okay? Yeah? Audio's great? I thought there was someone saying they didn't they weren't hearing stuff okay. Anyway, okay. I just uploaded a persona session I started making today. So if you haven't checked that out, I hope that's gonna be of some form of entertainment for you guys. But no, what this stream is just about is just been something that's been on my mind. Nothing bad, you know. There's rarely bad thoughts go through my mind. Just something that I've noticed, something I've seen over on just my general existence of YouTube over the past week or so, and it's just got me thinking, and I thought, well, why not share it? You know, why not share? Because at the end of the day, you're as much of a part of what happens on YouTube. If not, you're probably a bigger part, really, than what I am on YouTube. So I thought, well, why not share like these? There's a mosquito. Why not share these kind of thoughts and experiences with the people? And I thought, okay, so I start the stream. So just to let you know that this stream is purely going to be just chilling out and just talking. So if that ain't your cup of tea, that's cool, man. You go do whatever you want. But yeah, I'm just going to be spitballing. So yeah, I just want to start with hoping everyone's having a good weekend and stuff. It's Friday. You've still got 2 more days of freedom, hopefully, depending on your lifestyle. So I hope you make the most of that, and you're feeling good, and you're looking for. We're coming to like the end of summer now, so it's gonna start getting colder and darker and stuff. So I hope you're ready for that. But yeah, basically, what I've noticed on YouTube recently is that there's been a sudden attachment of people people and their experiences with what I do on YouTube. You know, I've noticed that there's been not a sudden attachment. Sorry, that's the wrong way to put it. A more intensified attachment, I guess, would be a better way of saying it. A more intensified attachment of the viewer to the video, or to whoever, I guess, to me, or the game, or the commentary, or, you know, just a general experience. And I noticed that through the comments, and how it's quite a common trend to see that people, you know, tend to be having a pretty shitty day or something like that, and they tend to go on to the YouTubes and find a video, and, you know, it helps. You know, it helps them get out of whatever kind of rut they're in, whatever kind of problem they're suffering. And I couldn't help but be affected by it, really. It's really nice, you know. It's really nice to be have that kind of effect on people, and not just one. It's an amazing thing to be able to better, so well, even if it's temporary, you know, temporarily better someone's day. But when you're able to take that and globalize it and make it so that you can help, well, not help, but just give something, you know, just give something to anyone and everyone who's willing to, you know, take it, and hopefully it betters their day, or just gives them a good few minutes of a relief, or just a laugh or something like that, you know. It just generally betters their mood, you know. It's an amazing thing to do, and it's really what the main reason I do YouTube for, you know. Is just to have that experience, just to get that initial like wow factor, you know, when you know that so many people are moved or attached or enjoying or anticipating, you know, and they're excited. You just get all these general very good vibes from so many people, and that's across the world, you know. Like there on YouTube you're able to get like some like analytic breakdown like of the geography of where your videos are watched the most, and of course it's most watched in the UK, United States, sorry. Then it's the UK, then I think it's Canada, then Germany and Australia. Those are the top 5, you know, and that's all around the world. That's just bang 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 bang. That's everywhere, you know. And it's like, wow, people know me like here, there, and and I've been able to help that person there, and I've, you know, and all this stuff, and you hear all this, you get all this like feedback, and it's extremely overwhelming. And I always really like to take a moment whenever I finish a walkthrough, especially in the credits section of a walkthrough. I find it's a great time to wrap up the journey and the experience, and to overall just really be real with the viewer, you know, to really like deliver the message to the viewer that, you know, you are why I do this, you know. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Thank you for watching it. Thank you for even like having the conscious thought even to think, what should I do? The time I have right now is mine, and I'm choosing it, and I'm choosing to spend it watching what this guy is doing, watching what this guy has made. And really, when you think about it, that is an absolutely amazing thing. And it's like I say, it's overwhelming. There's times where it happens quite a lot, really, where I open the comments section of like a video, and like either like of a recent video, like say the ending to a recent walkthrough or something, and you sit back and you just scroll down the messages, and you see how many people have just been like really. You can genuinely tell that some of the people that are leaving the message are just really they really cared, you know. They really needed it. They really wanted it. They were really grateful for it. And in return, that gratitude, that appreciation is just given right back to the viewer, because honestly, I could not be more grateful for being able to experience what I've been able to experience with YouTube. It's been absolutely mind-blowing, absolutely amazing. And I think when it comes to the entertainer and the audience, there's not enough. I don't think there's a proper balance between the two. I think the focus is always on the entertainer, you know, like on that one sole individual who's giving out all these laughs and all these, you know, amazing things, and you know, he or she is such a great person and stuff. And it's never the audience that push and inspire and, you know, motivate that entertainer. I don't really think they ever get enough of the recognition and appreciation that they really do deserve. Because honestly, if it wasn't for the amazing people that I've got to meet and learn from and talk to, and you know, just everything really did. It's a bit, when I'm trying to talk about this subject, it's hard to talk about it without getting flabbergasted, without getting a little bit choked up, I guess. But yes, it's I don't think there's enough recognition or a kind of like enough awareness of the audience, you know, and their participation into the overall general experience that is whatever it is they're witnessing, you know. And that's why I really like to take the time out of a walkthrough and to really remind the viewer that, you know, without you this wouldn't be at the standard, you know, at the level, or at where it actually is. If it wasn't for you, that person, that sole individual watching it, wouldn't be the same. And you can kind of think, oh yeah, you say that, but you don't really know the person, you know, like what, you don't know if that person was watching or not. But over time you do. I recognize so many individuals, like literally I can recognize thousands of individuals. That's how much I've read every single comment on the video, on all my videos since I've come back from Holland, you know, and really made sure that I've really heard everyone. I've really listened to everyone and really taken in what everyone has to say, you know. And it's I can't help but laugh and smile, you know, just have a really a natural smile, you know, when you have you witness something and you don't even think about it, you just can't help it. Like I'm talking right now and I have this smile on my face, and you just can't be taken away, you know. You can't wipe it off your face, you can't force it into a straight face, because you're just overwhelmed on positivity. And yeah, and that's because of you, the individual. That's because of you, you know. That's not because of just me and who I am. I would not be feeling that way, I would not be getting that kind of positivity on my own, you know. That I can't just sit here, do nothing, you know, and then be like, ah, I'm so happy, you know. It has to come from something. It has to come from something, and it comes from you, the actual individual, you know, who really sees what it is I'm trying to do, and really wants to be a part of it, you know. Really wants to just connect and become a part of the journey, the adventures that we go on, and overall be a critical part of just the overall experience, you know. And that's what I mean when I say, if it wasn't for you, the actual individual watching it, you know, it wouldn't be the same. And I think it's important for the viewer to know that, because in the past and things, you know, everyone has something that they watch eagerly or listen to or, you know, do, and they really become attached to it. Like for example, I'm a big fan of Robert Downey Jr. I really like the actor. I really like the movies he's in, and I'm like, wow, you know, here's some of the stuff he's in. So wow, it's amazing. And it's so easy to think of yourself as this, you know, you compare yourself to the kind to what Robert Downey Jr. or whatever your initial kind of like look up to person is. Not saying that Robert Downey Jr. is someone I look up to. Well, he is, but he's not a role model in my life. It's easy to think like you don't make you don't make like any kind of difference in that person's work, or or in that person's life, or anything on that kind of grander scale. And thinking about it, I don't think that's actually true. I think when it comes, like I said, so say that that celebrity or whoever is the entertainer, and you are the audience. There's that really big imbalance right there. And what I'm trying to say is that that's not actually the reality of the situation. What I see it as, it's perfectly even. There's the person, and then there's the people, and one can't really thrive without the other. One needs one. The one needs the many, and the many needs the one. It's the kind of thing. When for that experience to actually work, for that to really like bloom and become something great, there needs to be that kind of like connection and understanding, and that kind of cohesion with one another, and that's what I like to think that I have with you, for example. You as in the masses, and you as in the individual as well, as the one person. And that's what kind of makes what I do really matter to me, because no matter where my life takes me, I can always look back, whether it's I've gone even further down this path, and it's become even bigger somehow, like, or anything like that, or whether it stays how it is, and I pursue other paths as well. I can always look back and say I was a part of something great, and everyone else who was with me, throughout all of those like endeavors and adventures and crazy ass moments, they can also say that. They can also say that they were a part of something great, and that's really what kind of makes me go, wow, when I think about like, wow. You just sit back and go, whoa. And I think that's a really beautiful thing to have in the world, because when you think about it, it's something we've made, isn't it? We've taken nothing. It's something we built from the ground up, and we just made it. We didn't need to take from someone. We didn't need to borrow this or anything like that. We just did it, and because of it, we've got this amazing, really awesome and flawless thing that we can say that we made, and that we were a part of, and that because of us, it was what it was. It is what it is because of me, because of you, because of us, and it is possible that I could just be overthinking it, but that's just how my mind works. I'm a very big thinker. I think on things. I really break things down, and I really try to look into beyond the surface, even when all there is to something may just be a surface. I try and still see beyond it anyway, even if there's nothing there. And because of that, I'm always very much thinking on just everything. And that's what makes, when I think about YouTube, for example, it just makes me think like, wow. What an amazing thing, what an opportunity, what an experience. And it's something that you don't want to end. It's like, for me personally, it's like watching a really, really engaging movie, or reading this really amazing book, or playing this really gripping game, and you just know that it's not going to end anytime soon, and instead of thinking like, oh damn, I'm really hoping to see the credits sometime, you think, oh wow, yeah, that's great. And it's just really jaw-dropping for me, at least. I don't know, I really do value it. It's not something that it's I don't know, it's I'd probably call it an achievement, I guess. Yeah, that's probably what I'd say it is an achievement. It's something that it's something that you've made. You can step away and look at it, and you can appreciate what it is, and why, and that's why it's such like a huge passion to me. It's such a huge passion. I've never disliked doing it. That's the thing. All of it is it's like a materialized feel good vibe. That's how I see it. That's what it is. That's what YouTube is to me. It's like this physical manifestation of good. If that makes sense at all. I don't know if it makes sense. I'm probably tired and drank too much tea, but that's how I view it. It's this thing that's untouched by corruption or negativity or anything fake or nothing like that. Nothing like that exists on what we've made, and that's what I really enjoy about it. It's this really awesome place where you can just let all boundaries down and just really have a good time, and then you stop and think that you're a part of it, and not only are you a part of it, you made it. Everyone who watches it, everyone who's like who cares about it, they can all say that they're the reason why it exists. And it's something to just be really proud of and to really cherish and value, and I do all those things, and that's why I wanted to just make this stream really quick, because I think there's too many times where the audience doesn't get enough recognition and enough praise and enough thank yous for allowing the entertainer to entertain. I think it's really great that you've let me be able to do what I do, and that you've not only have you accepted it, you've also embraced it. You there's many times where I've seen people saying, oh, I can't wait for you to do this, I'm looking forward to more of that, and then when it comes, they actually like it. It's not like they're let down. They're actually like, oh yeah, wow. And it's really an amazing feeling that just hits me really hard whenever I see it. Whenever I see like oh yeah, really, like even the small things, like they would probably quote a time in the video and say, oh, when he says this and that made me really laugh, or something like that, and then I'd watch it myself, and then I'd be like, haha, yeah, and you share in that moment, and it's just really special to me. It's just very special to me, and I've just really loved the opportunity to be able to do it and continue doing it. And like I said, it's solely because of the people. It really is, and they're absolutely amazing. I could not wish for a better bunch of people to I just couldn't wish for a better bunch of people to just share this with, to do this for. Not in the sense that haha I'm so damn funny, rather just you kind of you see what that person was talking about, like when they quote a time and if they highlight a time, as if to say that's their favorite part of the video or something, and you watch it, and I watch it with a smile on my face, because simply because I know that that specific part of a video is a favorite part to a certain someone, you know, like to one person who watched it, I know that that was a favorite part in the video, and it's just really nice to know that there are favorite parts, that, you know, people can take away favorite parts in the video in a walkthrough, you know, of yours. And that's what I mean, you know, you really do cherish those moments, and it's just great to be a part of that, you know. And yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to say, is just how great it is to just be able to do it, and I could not be more grateful and more appreciative to everyone who just enjoys it, really, who just enjoys watching the videos and just looking forward to more, because it really does. Without that, the experience wouldn't be half as good, you know, without you, you know, the individual, and you as the masses actually caring enough to see more, you know, without that genuine care and that genuine, you know, appreciation and eagerness and you know, excitement, there wouldn't be, it would just wouldn't have what it has, you know. It wouldn't be what it would be, what it is, without you, you know. You are what makes it, and that's it, really, you know. And I feel that people need to know that, you know. People need to know that they make such a big difference. Like, because I'm always hearing, you know, oh, thank you, Snake, for this because I had a really shitty day or something like that, and it's like, well, you put in just as much, you know, to the experience, just by caring and by pulling in the attention and the willingness to actually watch it, and actually then putting in the emotion as well, as a viewer, putting in the emotion, you know, not only into the game story or something like that, but generally into the walkthrough, you know, into the experience, into the journey from beginning to end, you know. It's without that emotional input, it wouldn't be anything like it is, and that's what I'm really grateful for. People actually care enough for the videos, you know, for the initial, just the overall experience, that some level of emotion actually comes out of them because of it. And I think that's a really amazing thing. That's a really amazing effect to have on someone. If you can have an emotional effect on someone, I think you've done something pretty amazing. Whether it's amazingly bad or amazingly good, and that's left to say, but the fact that you're able to bring an emotional response out of someone, I think, is always amazing. So yeah, that's really what I'm really grateful for, is how amazing it is to have such a caring bunch of people be a part of something very, very small, but because of them they've made it big, and they've made it epic and amazing and really fun, you know. And that's what I really wanted to get across to the viewer, to you individually, to let you know and make you aware and realize that you are just as much important, just as much of a critical factor in making what you know, what our YouTube is, you know, what Pyschadelicsnake is. Without you, it wouldn't be that, you know. Don't think that without you it would still be the same, because it wouldn't. That's it. That's the as simplified as it can be. Without you, it wouldn't be what it is. So yeah. I think we are in Another thing that kind of made me think more on this kind of thing recently was that people were actually somewhat upset that the amount of awareness for for my channel and for the videos is as it is. Some people were actually genuinely upset, private messaging me and sending comments on my videos saying, you should have a lot more people watching what you do. And at first I thought, like, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean? As in, like, I should have, why should I have more people watching what I do, And it's just something that I've witnessed, that there are abundance of people out there that do have a lot of people watching them, and they just genuinely don't care. And you can see it in their videos, you can just see that this person is really just milking the audience for their for the numbers, really. And that's sad, it's sad. But at the end of the day, if people still enjoy what that person's doing, by all means enjoy watching what they do. That's the whole great thing about free will and freedom of choice. And so that kind of made me think, but I'm not in this to have as many numbers as possible, And then someone told, and then that's why I messaged to someone who actually, because I actually felt like, wow, this person is actually genuinely upset that that my channel doesn't have such and such amount of subscribers or something. I was like, oh wow, this person actually really cares about how low my numbers are. And I was like, oh wow, okay, because I genuinely don't see it. It's not a problem to me. Numbers is never a problem, because they're just they're just numbers. What I really care about, always and first and foremost, is how much the audience, how much the person, how much you are going to enjoy what I'm doing. I really want you to just take away as much as possible. I really, every time I make a session, every time I start a new walkthrough, I always start with this amazing intention that, God, I really want someone to have a really great time watching this. I really want someone to just really enjoy this, and I really want to enjoy this. I always make a session go, oh, I'm really psyched for it, because it is just, I get this really awesome feeling whenever I turn on my recorder. I get into this zone where I'm just like, nothing can touch you, nothing can make you feel bad, or nothing bad. You're like just in this ridiculous bubble of stupidity and fun and whatever and carefree, and it's great. And and that's kind of what I want to pass on to the viewer as well. It's just, I want to give them this kind of like this feeling, this feeling that when they turn on, like when I turn on my recorder, when they turn on the video, we get the same kind of feeling. That's that's basically what I want to try and make. Yeah. So when I replied to this person, who was genuinely upset because they said they expected me to have like 100,000 subscribers or something. I'm like, no, that's not me at all. I replied to him saying, the numbers are not an issue, and you shouldn't see them as an issue. Like, you shouldn't really compare someone's quality with how many numbers are attached to that person's account. Just so long as you enjoy what I make, and you're looking forward to more, and and you just genuinely get good vibes from it, then that's great, man. That's really what I wanted, and thank you so much for it. And though I do really appreciate the concern, don't be concerned, because it's not a problem at all. It's fine. Trying to reassure the messenger. And they replied to me, and I wasn't expecting this. What I thought they meant was that I should have more viewers because I should be more popular. And that's how that didn't make sense with me. I was like, no, that's not what I want. I'm not really someone that thrives on popularity. I don't want popularity, you know. I just want to have a really great time and share that with people, you know, and just pass something on to everyone. And what this person said shocked me, and it made me choke up a little bit. Actually, I was kind of like, oh wow, thank you so much. He said, oh, he or she, I don't know. They said that, no, you misunderstand. I don't mean you should have more. You should have higher numbers because you should have more views. You know, simply for the sake of being more popular. More people need people like you. More people are looking for that thing that you capture in your videos. People are looking for that feeling that you're able to give the viewer. You know, people are looking for that. They need that. Some people are like, because they confess themselves that they were in a tight spot, and they found my videos, and it helped them, and that completely changed like what I thought this message was all about in the beginning. I thought this was someone saying like, oh, you should just have like 1 billion viewers because, you know, and it wasn't that. It was because he thought I could actually give something good to people, you know, like I was actually good. I was a good thing for people, and that just made me sit down and just think for a long time, you know. And I was just like, wow, I actually made that much of an effect on someone, you know. I actually made that much of an effect on someone who I've never met in my life. I've never seen him. I've never spoken to him, you know. And they and they direct all this emotion and all this like personal stuff to me, and it's like, whoa. You know, it's very surreal. It's very surreal how much of an emotional effect it had on that person, saying, you know, how much people, you know, could benefit from you. And I was like, I'm actually a good thing for people, you know. Like that was kind of like a weird thing to kind of get to grips with. And that's when I thought, wow, you know, it's people like this that just really make YouTube what it is, you know. And that's when I thought, yeah, I really do owe nearly everything to you guys, and like I said, as much as everyone seems to be like appreciative and grateful to me, you know, I am just as appreciative and grateful, you know, and reliant, even, you know, dependent on you guys. It's a two-way thing, you know, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to just share really with you guys. Is that we've both greatly helped one another, and I'm deeply thankful to you, and I could never repay you for just really giving me so much, you know, giving me so much experiences and memories and opportunities, and it's just great. And I really do enjoy doing it. I really feel like doing what I do in YouTube is like my element, you know. I really do well with it. I really enjoy it, and it's like I'm so comfortable with it. And I just love it. I love it to no end. There's just no way I can ever get bored of it, you know. It's impossible to get bored of what I do. I love it. I get such a rush from it, you know, such a thrill and such a and then the anticipation, you know, I make the first video in the session, and then I start uploading it on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I can't wait for people to, you know, I'm just sitting there like a turd waiting for people to see it, and I'm like, oh, I really hope that people like this, you know. Yeah, it's just I don't know, it's just a very great thing, and I just think you deserve as much praise as I do when it comes to the overall experience of YouTube. And I could really I could do it forever. I really could, you know. I love it. And I just want to thank you guys for just being a part of it too, because like I said, without you it wouldn't be what it is. So thank you so much, because you've really given me a lot. You've opened a lot of doors in my life, you know, and I just think that's a really kind thing of you guys to do. So thank you so much. You've given me a lot, and I really am grateful for it, you know. So yes, that's basically what I wanted to say. Yeah, I just really hope you're looking forward to more of us. Yeah. Just thank you. I really do think that you need to be aware of just how much of a great effect you have on YouTube, as much as anyone else, you know, as much as me, as much as anyone. You do just as much good as anyone else does. I would never want anyone who cares about what we do to feel insignificant, to feel like they don't make a difference, you know, to feel like they don't matter, because that's not true one bit. There's like furthest from the truth as possible, really is. And you need to be aware of that, because I think there's too many people going around thinking that they don't matter. They could just drop off this world tomorrow and there'd be no difference, whereas that just really isn't the case, you know. So yeah, I just like I said, this little short stream was just basically to just throw that out there to you guys and just really thank you for everything, you know. No, sadly there isn't going to be any games today, because I don't have any games to play on the stream, and it's really late, so I shouldn't be actually on right now. But I did just upload 5 videos, I believe, 5 videos of Persona 3 today on YouTube. So there's that, and there's going to be more tomorrow. Whether it's, I think there's going to be more Persona tomorrow, and I'm thinking of starting Monster Hunter as well. I made the new profile today and everything, and got everything sorted for if I did want to start the Monster Hunter thing. So that there's that ready. So yes, thank you for everything, guys. It's really been a pleasure and a privilege to do what it is I do, and just thank you for giving me the opportunity to do it and continuing to let me do it. It's just been great. I really think you are an amazing bunch of people to really do this for. So thank you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So I hope you're looking forward to more Persona 3. I hope you're enjoying Persona 3. I know it's a very long game, and I know we're doing a lot of the same thing, you know, waking up, going to school, social angst, things like that. But overall, I really am enjoying Persona 3. It's a really long game. I gotta admit, it is extremely long. And I really hope you're enjoying Fatal Frame 2. That's a blast from the past, big time. Whenever I turn that game on, I get this really nostalgic feeling. I get this I don't know, it's very weird. Whenever I start playing Fatal Frame 2, it just has this very unique feel to it, and it's awesome. I like it. But yes, there's probably gonna be some Monster Hunter as well, and I'm also thinking of for future projects as well. So keeping busy. So yes, guys, I really hope you're looking forward to just all of that, or if not, maybe just one thing of that total. But yeah, thanks again for just everything. You really are an amazing bunch of people, and I just felt you deserved to just hear that and just be the focus, be the focus for a discussion. So yes, thank you very, very much, and have a good weekend. So until later, guys, have a good night or day, depending on where you are, and enjoy your Saturday. So goodbyes.